Kawasaki disease, it is also known as the mucocutaneous lymph node syndrome. It is a multi-system disease and it causes the severe vasculitis, but most commonly it involves the medium-sized arteries and has special affinity for the coronary arteries. So the manifestations relating the heart disease mainly occurs in this disease. The mnemonic for the sign and symptoms of this disease is burn crash. Burn indicates the high grade fever because high grade remittent fever occurs in this disease, and it mainly persists for the 5 days continuously. And C shows the conjunctivitis. Conjunctivitis occurs bilaterally and it is non-purulent without exudates. Rashes are for rashes. A for adenopathy, which is lymphadenopathy, it is mainly unilateral. And as for strawberry tongue, which is characteristics of this disease, H indicates hands and feet edema and the peeling. Now, what happens in this disease? What is the pathogenesis? In this, first of all, in first phase, there are 3 phases of this disease: acute phase, which occurs in 1 to 2 weeks, the subacute phase, which occurs for 2 to 4 weeks, and convalescent phase, which occurs for 4 to 8 weeks. In the acute phase, fever occurs and there is necrotizing arthritis of endothelium of coronary arteries, and saccular aneurysm occurs. First of all, there is inflammation of the artery. Exact mechanism or exact etiology of this disease is unknown, but presumably infectious cause and viral cause is considered. So first of all, endothelium is damaged and vasculitis occurs, and there is saccular aneurysm. The endothelium gets damaged and there is formation of the saccular aneurysm in the vessels. And then in the second phase, which is the subacute phase, or it is also known as the chronic vasculitis, then fusiform from fusiform aneurysm it is converted into the from saccular aneurysm it is converted into the fusiform aneurysm. So first of all, in first stage there is endothelium damage and saccular aneurysm, then it progresses in the subacute phase to the fusiform aneurysm, and in the third phase it is convalescent phase, 6 to 8 weeks. In the subacute phase, there is improvement in fever, but persistence of the conjunctival infection, thrombocytosis, and risk of developing the coronary aneurysm persist. And in the convalescent phase, sign and ESR return to the normal, and from the saccular aneurysm, there may be thrombus formation due to the accumulation of the blood and thrombus in these aneurysms. There may be formation of the formation of the thrombus, and it also causes the obstruction. So if because this disease occurs in the medium sized arteries, mainly the coronary arteries, so due to the obstruction or thrombus formation, there may be tachycardia, gallop rhythm, murmurs, and it also can cause MI or even can lead to the death. Here is schematic diagram to show the sign and symptoms. Maculopapular rash occurs mainly in the abdomen, chest, and back region. The obstruction and gangrene of the extremities occurs, and there is lymphadenopathy, which is mainly unilateral. Now here is the diagnostic criteria for the Kawasaki disease. Number A is fever lasting for at least 5 days. There is a high grade fever which is persisting for the 5 days. B is presence presence of 4 of the following 5 conditions. 4 out of 5 these conditions, if they are present, then it indicates the Kawasaki disease. Bilateral non-purulent conjunctival infection, changes in the mucosa, as we discussed earlier, its name mucocutaneous shows it involves the skin and the cutaneous and the mucous membranes. So it involves the mucous membrane of the oropharynx. So there is changes in the oropharynx, and the pharynx is infected and fissured, lips and strawberry tongue. Number 3 is changes of the peripheral extremities, such as edema and erythema of the hands and feet, desquamation and desquamation usually beginning periungually, present on the fingers. Rash primarily truncal है, polymorphosis but not vesicular. Cervical lymphadenopathy, mainly it is more than 1.5 centimeter of the size and usually unilateral. And number C is illness not explained by any other non-disease process, and exclusion of the other disease with similar findings. Now, lab findings to diagnose the disease. There is no specific definitive diagnostic test. Clinical presentation is typical, and diagnosis is mainly formed by the clinical appearance. If we done the CBC, then ESR, CBC and ESR is raised. CRP and any other inflammatory markers mainly raised. Leukocytosis may be present, mild anemia, decreased hemoglobin may present, and thrombocytopenia occur early, but platelet count raises 2 to 3 weeks after the disease formation and thrombocytosis occurs. Hepatic transaminases and bilirubin may be raised. Echocardiography must be done initially and after 2 to 3 weeks to detect coronary artery abnormalities, because it mainly affects the coronary arteries. So, echocardiography is done at least for 3 times at diagnosis, 6 weeks later, and then 6 months later. And if the disease is progressing, then it should be continued. Then coronary angiography may reveal aneurysms, dilatation and irregularities in 40% of the patients, and other blood vessels may also involve, especially after 2 to 3 weeks of the illness. Treatment initially is supportive, and the aim is to reduce the inflammation of the vessels and occurrence of the coronary artery aneurysm or thrombosis. In acute stage, aspirin is given, and along with the aspirin, IV high dose chemioglobulins are given. And if the patient is non-responder, then plasmapheresis is done. In convalescent stage, aspirin is given, and then annual vaccination of the influenza and varicella is done. Influenza vaccination is done to prevent the Reye syndrome. For long-term therapy in patients with the coronary arteries abnormalities, aspirin along with or without clopidogrel is given, depending on the patient's condition. Then a warfarin and low molecular weight heparin can also be given for patients who have high risk of the thrombosis. Then if there is acute coronary thrombosis, then aspirin, unfractionated heparin, tissue plasminogen activator, streptokinase or urokinase IV bolus are given to prevent the morbidity of the disease. Steroids are contraindicated. They are not helpful and may increase the likelihood of development of the coronary aneurysm. So they are contraindicated in the Kawasaki disease.